welcome to the New Normal Podcast. If you're over there on YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. On Facebook, make sure y'all share. Today, I got a special guest with me. I got Quadarius with me.
What up, my boy? What up?
What's up? And today we're gonna be talking about police brutality, training, and gun control. No better person to have this conversation with other than someone that does it, that's in this field. And I'm gonna let him explain why he here today, what we talking about, how he feels about police training, gun control, mass shootings, if is gun control even a real thing. Tell them your handles, where they can find you at, all of that stuff right now.
Gotcha. Like you said, my name is Quadarius. Call me Q. I am a police officer. Been in the field for over 3 years now.
Put your mic close.
Yeah, been in the field for over 3 years
There you
now.
go.
Police brutality, man, it's real. Gun control, it needs to be controlled because of all the mass shootings that's been going on, especially in the schools. I mean, they had a recently killing in Gaston.
For real?
Yeah, well, a guy tried to get inside the school. Officer seen him and confronted them. And I I think that they got into a tussle and that the guy tried to get the officer's gun
Hmm.
and he ended up killing him. Training is a big must in this field, man. If you ain't got no training, you really can't do the job properly.
Yeah.
So you got to be
Oh shit.
and physically.
Yeah.
You hear me? So I mean, but anything you want to ask me?
Nah, I'm gonna play a video that you posted
Gotcha.
on your Facebook page, and I'm gonna ask you some questions about it.
Hey, watch out behind me. Watch out behind me.
You good?
I'm good. Hey, let me see your hand. Oh, shit. Hey, watch out behind me. Watch out behind me.
You good?
I'm good.
So that video you just posted, can you walk us through what happened in that video?
I don't know why they was getting out with the guy. I really didn't read much on it because I've been reading up on some other stuff too.
Yeah.
But just I'm guessing they was trying to serve a warrant or arrest a guy or whatever. But you can tell in the video that the car man he got out with the gun already on with his trigger finger on the trigger.
Yeah.
And like I said, like that's where training come in because we're not trained to when we unhost our weapon, our service weapon. We are not trained to already have our finger on the trigger unless it's an active shooter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That now when I say that, if you got to physically see an active shooter, that's when you come out with your gun and trigger already on the finger ready to take down the threat. But in this situation, he got out the car, finger already on the trigger, and accidentally shoot the guy and kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where he has no training, in my opinion, no training,
Okay.
no muscle memory. Because with a gun, man, especially being a police officer, every round that's come out your gun,
Mm-hmm.
you're responsible for it.
Yeah.
And you can tell in that video, man, that he gonna have to be responsible for that round. He shot a guy by accident.
So with the culture of everything that going on with police killings, police brutality, you had your George Floyd, and you had the whole defund the police movement and stuff like that. Why did you feel comfortable posting that video? Because I got it off your page.
Mhm.
So why did you feel comfortable posting that? And you are a police officer.
Because people need to know, man. I didn't get in the field to hide what's going on in the world. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Like if I see something that's not right, I'm not finna cover it up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, okay, like policemen, like, yeah, we all a brotherhood, but at the same time, we protect and serve citizens.
Yeah.
And so we got to put them first. We can't put our brothers first. And well, in some situations we can't. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like in most situations, citizens come first because I mean it's labeled on the side of our police cars, protect and serve.
Yeah.
And I mean, like you say about George Floyd and like defund the police, that's where training come in. Like I understand that people want to defund the police to put money towards schools, and what I'm saying, I had no problem with that. But that's when it's when you take money out of police departments for reasons like that. I mean, it can be a good cause and be a bad cause, but we have training budgets too.
Yeah.
And if we ain't got the money to train, then you can't really train officers.
How much training does it go into to being a police officer?
Honestly, man, it's all about that officer wants to get the training.
Yeah.
Like we already
So they don't have a specified hour.
Well, each year we have to get 12 training hours, either 12 or 13 training hours each year, just to be able to keep our APO certification. That's the basic training we get for 13 weeks in the academy.
Okay.
Which is 14 weeks now. But after you complete your basic training, it's really up to you to get your training on your own.
Okay.
If it's not department wide, then it's really up to you because you are responsible to get them 12 hours training. And it's most cops that get their 12 and they good with it. And that's not, to me, my opinion, I'm not comfortable having 12 hours training.
You don't think it's enough?
No, it's not. Because
why you say that?
We got people who got mental health issues.
Okay.
We got people who, and yes, we're not really trained to de-escalate a situation. You just gotta have that voice. You gotta be able. I mean,
somebody to deal with like mental health people.
That too. Like I just took a class for mental health.
Okay.
It was maybe 1 or 2 hour class, maybe 3.
I had a question about that before you move on. Do you think police should have more training when it comes to like mental health?
Yes.
Because that was a thing. When the whole defund the police came around, they was talking about basically the police need to have like some kind of psychology degree or some actually training to understand that there's a lot of people dealing with mental health.
Exactly. Because I seen a picture a couple of years ago where a black kid, he had mental health issues, and I think he ran away from home, and an officer found him, and he knew the situation. He knew he had these issues. Found the kid sitting on the curve, and with him being able to get down to his level and actually know how to communicate with him, he was able to get the kid to talk and get him back home safely. Because when you're dealing with somebody with mental health, you got to have patience,
right?
And you can't yell, you can't get frustrated. You got to get on their level to be able to understand where they're coming from, so they can open up to you,
right?
So I mean, and that's where mental health training comes. Like in my department, we have it. It's mandatory every year.
Oh, my bad. What the fuck? Oh, my bad, y'all. my phone trying to watch the comments and shit. My bad. But like I was saying, I seen that, and I see a lot of people discussing mental health. George Floyd, was that bad training?
Honestly, man, I feel like that was a motive.
A motive.
I feel like he wanted to kill, honestly, because I mean,
think so?
Yeah, man. Just reading up on it and seeing that they had prior history. I guess.
Oh, the cop and the guy.
Yeah. No,
I didn't know that.
I think they said that he worked security in the club where he worked at something.
Oh yeah,
like
they
that.
did say that. They did. Yeah, I do remember that.
And I mean, for you to put your knee on somebody's neck like that for 8 minutes,
yeah,
and you can tell he was twisting his knee a little bit,
yeah,
and he knew what he was doing.
Dang. So
that's my opinion.
So when people sign up, you working in this field, the majority of the people that work being a policeman, do you think they sign up to just really do good, or you think, like, if you had to guess, how many people you think good and how many people you think just looking for a job, or people that you think just becoming a police because they have a motive?
Now, my opinion, you have some that really want to wear the badge just to do the job, to actually get out here and make a difference. And you got those who wear a badge because they were bullied in high school and want that power.
Yeah.
And it make them feel like more of themselves. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like big or whatever. But like I done ran across, let me see, I've been doing it for over 3 years. I done ran across a good 75% good officers.
Good officers.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, because I'm pro police. I know a lot of people, being black and being pro police is a thing supposed to be a bad thing, but me, I'm pro police. I know that I don't think most of the people that I've met that are policemen seem to be pretty good. I don't think they put the badge on to go out there and just cause havoc or just fuck with people and shit like that. Most of the people that I've met, you know what I'm saying? Even the police that have pulled me over typically are nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I asked you why you posted that video, because you putting your life on the line every day going out there. You know what I'm saying? And it would be, to me, it's not advantageous to post something like that to skew somebody's mind to thinking all police are bad, because you have a lot of people that are raising their kids to think the police are bad. And then you got to come, we come up in that rap era, especially like black people, fuck the police with NWA and all of that other stuff. So, and the media paints police as bad and trying to just use their power and their badge to get away with stuff. Like, it's easy when we on the other side sitting down to judge a policeman's job when we just watching it secondhand instead of actually being in there.
You say it's easy?
It's easy to judge.
Yeah.
It's easy to judge y'all what y'all
yeah.
do. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we have a lot of people that's like they say, the backseat drivers. They tell you how to go, what you need to do, how to turn, how fast you need to go. And I think that's a lot of things that's going on, because I talk to police, and with George Floyd, they say that's supposed to be training. They train police to actually put their knee on people to pin them down. I don't know if that's true, but I'm asking you.
Now, we're not trained to put our knee on people's neck. You know what I'm saying? I don't put my knee right in the middle of somebody's back just to gain that control.
So the training is the back, for the
and
control.
Really, because like when I was in training for 13 weeks, we did the it's called the prone. The prone handcuff position. And that's when you tell the subject to get on the ground, spread your hands out, whatever. They told us to place our knee pretty much in the middle of their back. Never trained to put our knee on people's neck.
So that was bad training. Well, we're not gonna say with him that was bad training. That was intentional. Now the video that you showed, that was probably bad training. Right. Bad training. Situational training, because I know a lot you have to go through different situations. And I'm gonna tell a story. I had got in trouble when I was like in the 10th grade, and I basically had to go do community service. And part of our community service was just going to clean up the golf fields, picking up trash. But our last week, we had to train like police train, right? And one of the things was they had a simulation. It was like a green screen thing or whatever. Had a real gun, but it's like it just goes.
Sim guns.
Yeah, it was a simulation. Had the weight and everything. Just like a video game. People popping up.
Yeah,
you could talk to them and stuff like that. And I learned a lot that day. Just even the situation, the kids that were with me, how to think fast, and who gets shot, who doesn't get shot. Just actually having an actual interaction with people on that screen. It was just that simulation alone was difficult.
Yeah.
And that was just from me being a 16-year-old kid, not knowing nothing, and having that type of training. You like, man, these people really is a high stress situation.
Real high stress situation.
So, and that's why I say I'm pro police, because even the whole defund the police movement actually hurt a lot of black communities.
Yes, it did.
And a lot of people don't know that. And so this is why, this is supposed to be the new normal, where we don't have police and people want to run and do whatever they want to in like the black communities, which I don't think is right. And since I'm from Birmingham, statistically, you're more than likely going to encounter a black police, because the police force is 77% black. This community of Birmingham is 78% black. So it's like it's disingenuous to be like, oh, the police are out to hurt us or do XYZ to us, when typically when you get pulled over, it's gonna be by a black policeman in this society. And so that's the thing. I don't want people to. I'm here to dispel a lot of stuff, because I feel like police do have to do a lot more work to break that stigma of just power hungry people, or just a white man out trying to get us, the system or the man trying to get us. We have to work a lot harder on us breaking and dispelling all of those negative things that come with being with the police, because I've had police pull on the side of the road, fix my tire before. When I had a flat tire, I had plenty of police. Hey, I'm gonna give you a warning, just go ahead. You were speeding. I was like, yeah, I know I'm speeding. I ran a stop sign. You know, you ran a stop sign. Yeah, I ran a stop sign. But just go ahead. So I've had police be very, very, very nice. I really haven't had an asshole police personally. I've been pulled over a lot. I'm not gonna even lie.
I've been pulled over a lot too.
Yeah, so
as a policeman.
yeah. So it's like yeah, they pull y'all over too.
Yeah, I got pulled over in Atlanta. I got pulled over in Atlanta back in November.
Okay.
It was my fault. I was speeding, coming down 20. I was
Yeah.
trying to hurry up and get home. And I was pushing a little bit. Got pulled over by Atlanta PD. And I knew I was in the wrong because I'm not going to tell you the speed I was doing because at that time it was an emergency. Trying to get back home. Family member got real sick and got pulled over. You know, I'm in the wrong, and that's why I don't abuse my power. I didn't tell him I was a cop.
Yeah.
I didn't flash my badge. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a ticket, and I paid my ticket. I paid my due because I knew I was in the wrong. I'm not finna flash my badge and say, "Look, just help me out," because I'm gonna run your brothers. I don't do that.
But sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Now I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when we have certain perks, I think that's why we in certain fields because I think you should use those advantages to us. Now, if you're doing that's a good guy, I know you're a pretty good guy. So I ain't gonna I know you telling the truth, you know what I'm saying? So my thing is I'm not gonna lie, me, I would use, if I got that.
But see, this why then I do them about 95 and 55.
Okay. That's pretty. Yeah. So I still would have probably used it 95, 105. Should you know what I'm saying?
But he kind of helped me out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He dropped it down to a 65 and a 55.
Okay.
So
I had that happen before. Yeah. They dropped the speed down.
Yeah. Cause he actually could have took me to jail, honestly.
Yeah.
And he could have suspended my driver's license.
Yeah, because I think reckless driving. Yeah. So yeah, I had a police do me the same way. They would drop it down and gave me a warning and stuff like that. What is gun control? What is gun control to you? How does gun control look? How can we solve the gun control, mass shootings? What does gun control look like to you?
I look at gun control. Okay, I put it like this. I seen a video on Facebook. I think I even shared it where it was in a high school. I think it was a high school. And you can tell they were 9th and 10th graders. And man, at least 10 students had concealed guns.
Oh, the ones that were showing in the book bags and stuff. Oh, yeah.
So I look at that. That's not gun control because how these kids get these guns?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know how they get them. They get them off the streets.
Yeah.
Because you got to be 21 to purchase a firearm. Well, a handgun.
You got to be 21 to purchase one?
Yeah, you got to be 21 to purchase a weapon anyway.
Okay.
But you can be, I want to say you can be 18 years old and have a pistol permit, either 18 or 19. But with assault rifles and shotguns, you can be 16 and own one.
Okay.
But you just can't buy it. Somebody had to buy it, like a parent had to buy it for you.
Okay.
But like gun control, man, I'm all about Second Amendment rights. I love my guns. You know what I'm saying? I buy them. I got a good collection of them. And it's really, I would hate to see them ban a lot of weapons as far as like the AR-15, because that's my favorite gun.
AR-15.
Yes. Okay. I got an AR pistol.
Okay.
With a brace, it's legal. I would hate to see them ban it because for citizens, I mean, I don't they need AR-15s. We all need AR-15 because the way the world is now, you never know what you might run into.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? You might have you be at a gas station, somebody trying to rob you, about 2 or 3 people trying to rob you. Hey man, you're not gonna get out there fight with no handgun.
But my thing, see, that's my only problem with gun control. Because criminals don't care about laws.
They don't.
So you can make it tighter for the everyday citizen to get guns, but what about the criminal?
But see, that's where you got some pawn shop. I don't heard of some pawn shop just bypass the background checks just to
sell it,
just to make that quick dollar.
Yeah,
the extra money. They might drop up the price, but sometimes they'll do a deal up on the table.
Yeah,
and that's going against what we talking about now.
Right.
It's just like, how can I put this? Okay, the shooting that happened in Buffalo. Did they say he had mental health issues?
They
Or
try they say he had mental health issues, but
okay,
this is
hold on. Put
okay.
it like
Go
that.
ahead.
If a person got mental health issues,
Mhm.
why target an all black community? Okay, if you got mental health issue and you want to go on the killing spree, you're gonna kill whoever in your sight.
Right. But like I said, that's where I was going. I was
Uh-huh.
gonna say, I don't know if they said that, but when it comes to that skin complexion, and when they
Mhm.
do something like that, they always label it mental health. And even if it was mental health, I do think there should be some type of background checks or
Mhm.
something, or a psych evaluation to where you are able and competent enough to carry a firearm.
Exactly. It's just like it. My opinion, it was a mental health in his situation. It was racism,
Think so?
and oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, because you drove he drove over 200 miles,
That's what they say.
over 200 miles, just
Yeah.
and you shot. And in the video, he was about to shoot a Caucasian man.
Yeah.
He
And he said,
realized
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Yeah.
So it's not mental illness, it's racism. Man.
Yeah.
And just like you said, do a psyche valve.
Yeah.
I had to take one
Mhm.
to even be a police officer. I mean,
So
we all got to
what
take
the
one.
psyche valid like?
They ask you different scenarios, and they'll ask you the same questions over and over again,
Mhm.
just to see how you gonna answer that question.
Mhm.
And it's been some that failed it. I passed mine. Uh, but it's about a 4 hour, about a 2 to 4 hour test.
A
We
two
had
to
to
four
say,
hour test.
yeah.
Dang. So how often do y'all have to get psych evaluations?
Let's see. If you the last time I had one when I first started police in 2018,
Mhm.
I didn't have to have one. I think if you change departments and you be gone from that department for 6 months and
Okay.
you try to come back or go to a different department, I think that's when you have to do another one.
Do you think they should have more like psych
Most
evaluation for policemen?
most definitely.
Why you say that?
Because you see a lot of cops now committing suicide.
The cops commit suicide?
I done seen two that committed suicide. Well, not physical same. I done heard
Yeah.
about two that committed
Like that
suicide.
was like close in your vicinity, or just in the
One
field?
one was just in the field. Well,
Mhm.
one was in Alabama.
Mhm.
I want to say close to Huntsville. I'm not going to display his name.
Yeah.
And another one was in Atlanta. He was dealing with some mental health issues, and
Dang.
he I think he had baby mama drama and all that stuff.
So you think the job adds extra pressure and stress to you?
Most definitely.
So how do you feel when you get up going out there? Like, are you ever like worried, frantic? Like what do you feel calm some days, nervous? Like tell us your day-to-day thing. How do you feel when you put that on
at my
your gun,
old
your badge on?
at my old department, man, and you had to stay on your toes. You had to stay on your toes.
What old apartment was that?
Talladega.
Okay.
And it's I probably responded to, let me see, my first year working there, I think we had like 15 homicides.
Okay.
And
Is that good or bad? Like homicides in general is bad, but like number wise, they're good or bad for Talladega?
it's bad.
Okay.
It's a small town. And
Okay.
then that following year, we had 7. But within that first year, man, we probably had about at least 30 people get shot. That's
Mhm.
between dying and just living.
Yeah.
A GSW gunshot wound. And you really have to be prepared to work in the city like that, because you can't just go in there with a clear head saying I'm gonna make it back home. You
Mhm.
might not,
Yeah.
honestly. I mean, that's in a department. It can be a place like I can't think of the name, but it's a city outside of Huntsville. It's a real small town,
Mhm.
and I know a guy that works there, and he said they have at least one call a week. He said they had one shooting. He really wasn't expecting that, and it kind of threw him off guard. He said ever since then he been on his P's and Q's,
Mhm.
and it's just like you can't put the uniform on, get to work, and think it's just gonna be an okay day, because you gotta think of the worst, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you one of those who you don't, then you really need to find out a job, honestly,
Mm.
because you putting your life in danger and you put somebody else's life in danger.
So what's one of the craziest stories you could tell us that happened of you? Is it just laid back pretty much? You haven't had crazy stories or
I don't had a let's see. I was on. I got a couple.
well, we got time.
I
I ain't
was
gotta go no one.
I was on a traffic stop one day. Pulled this guy over. I think he have his headlights on.
Mhm.
I put him on just to tell him to turn the headlights on. I'm gonna give him his driver license back. I probably count about 18 shots. I mean, it was close. I already knew the location where to go to because we've been having problems in that area anyway.
Yeah.
And so I called out over the radio. I gave the guy his license back, jumped in my car right quick, running license sirens to the location. Man, seen one of my partners, he had got behind me. We seen a car, man, it was just shot past us real fast. I was like, dang, this is a shooter right here. So I got behind him. The dude stopped. I got out. Well, we both got out. He said, hey, man, I've been shot. I'm trying to get to the hospital. He got back in the car and dipped out. I told my partner, I said, look, you go, you follow him. But really, honestly, we supposed to keep him on scene just in case he would have passed out, but he took out.
Yeah.
So we really couldn't do nothing about that. I said, look, just follow him, make sure he get to the hospital safe. And I'm gonna go to where the shooting happened. It happened in I'm not gonna disclose the neighborhood.
Yeah.
It happened on the east side of town. And get there, man. I seen glass all over the ground. We counted when we first got there. Dispatch told us that it was another body that somebody else had been shot.
Okay.
So we run around trying to find that person. Trying to find out that was a myth. Well, that was a lie. It was a total of 24 shell casings on the ground. The guy had been shot. Well, technically, he didn't get shot. He just got it was, fragments.
Oh,
When,
okay.
when the guy shot into his car, scrap metal
Mhm.
hit him behind the ears and then the shoulder 4 times.
Okay.
Um, and he, of course, he lived. And we worked that scene for about a good 3 or 4 hours, just trying to figure out, just trying to get all the evidence and all the
Mhm.
shell case and talk to witnesses and everything. And I think we still going to court about that now because I was the one who initiated everything to track the location. What told dispatch what it was.
Okay.
Uh, let's see. The second thing was right at the end of my shift. I had got a call about a guy going onto people's property on their porch and knocking on doors and everything. So I get in the area. One officer seen the guy. He said he saw us and he took out running. I found him at the church on the at the church. He was hiding behind the playground. We're hiding
Mhm.
inside the playground. And so I gave him orders to, get up and let me see your hand. Well, he kept walking to me real slow with his hands in his pockets. And he had that look like I'm gonna kill you. I mean, he just like this, just walking, just mean making, like real slow. So I draw down on him.
Yeah.
Told him, look, I told him like 5, 6 times, take your hands, I'm about to take your hands out of the pockets. And right before I was gonna shoot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know what he had in his pocket. Man, you can easily, them 380
Mhm.
handguns, you can shoot that from inside your pocket. I done seen it happen. And I ain't know what he had in his pocket, man. I was going right before I finna pull the trigger. He took his hand out of the pocket just like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of bothered me because damn, I'm finna have to shoot this man. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like I didn't want to, but I'm going home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you got to take care of yourself. I know it's people that have something to say, whatever. But like I said, it's a lot of people speaking on stuff, and they're not in those situations.
exactly.
And that's the scary part about, like I said, the climate that we in. I've been in cars with people and they get fidgety when the police get behind you and stuff. Like, I'm like, bro, I'm not worried about the police because first of all, I'm a law-abiding citizen,
Exactly.
so I ain't worried about shit. At the most, I'm gonna get a ticket, and I'm just gonna do what the fuck they tell me to do, and just go about. I'm just gonna comply. That's the person that has authority in that moment, and people always like to get upset about people not complying. You know what I'm saying? I know a a bad word, especially in our community. Just comply, just do what you're told, because I do think that we have a very bad rebellious nature,
Hmm.
us as black people. And I don't really care about what white people do because that'll be the counter argument. Well, white people, I care about us and how we can
Exactly.
better ourselves and our communities and our families, so we can have good communities. Kids can go outside and fucking play, ain't got to worry about stray bullets hitting people and stupid ass shit like that. Or I think we real confused about what it is to be a man nowadays. A lot of people think being a gangster is, being a man, and got to catch you a couple bodies. You have I think I want to say an Asian doll said you got to have a couple bodies to fuck with her and stupid ass shit we hear all the time. I'm like, bro, I can't believe these are the women that men are pursuing. I can't believe these are the men are trying to jump through these hurdles to get these women.
Exactly. And you can put that same female who said that in a dangerous situation. And what you think she gonna do? She gonna fold.
She gonna fold. She definitely gonna fold. She definitely. But you know, people don't understand this, especially a lot of men. When you do research on most of your cases, especially like the mob cases,
Mhm.
the women love that lifestyle,
Mhm.
but they the first ones to snitch.
Mhm.
If you ever do any of your research on all of your mob cases and your mafia cases, the wives, the girlfriends, the mistresses, that's how they catch all of your mob guys, your Ricos. People think it's the men do fold, but typically that's how they get all of their information because the woman, she's smart enough and wise enough to know, hey, this policeman asking me something, this shit about to go. And I need to make sure when all the shit fall out, the shit hit the fan, it don't get on me.
Especially if she got kids.
Right.
I'm saying she gonna think of them babies first.
Yeah,
Fuck-
so
fuck
she
you.
yeah, it's gonna, and but people don't know that, and that's the sad part about what's going on. Listen, I'm gonna ask you a few questions, some pop culture questions that's was shooting since we're here. Did Tory shoot Meg? Did Tory Lane shoot Meg Thee Stallion?
I don't think so. The last thing I read on that was that she got cut by some glass. Or
She
something.
stepped on some glass.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do is YSL is Young Thug getting out?
I don't think so, bro.
It's gonna get out.
I don't think so. I think the reason they are not gonna get because they got no bonds, and I don't really know. I know a little bit about the Rico,
Yeah.
but it's all about a flight risk too. I think
Yeah.
that's why they're not gonna give them
Go
a
on bond,
bond because for one, they're millionaires. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They can pay somebody to catch flights somewhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just a flight risk. And plus, I think I think she's trying to make an example.
Yeah, I do think she's trying to make an example. The reason that I asked because they said the reason that so they've been investigating since 2012 from what I read. But the reason that they went on and moved now because one of the members of YSL shot a policeman.
Really?
Yeah, he killed the policeman, shot him 6 times.
I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, but that's the reason why she just went on ahead, and that's why I brought that question up. I thought maybe but that was the last nail in the coffin when that dude shot that police officer
in Atlanta.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking you that.
Gotcha.
Another question: have women ever tried to seduce themselves out of a ticket?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what does a woman do to get out of a ticket?
I don't see.
I'm gonna ask you a real nigga question right now. I'm gonna ask you really. Are you more lenient on women than you are men? This be 100.
No, because
you about the same.
I'm about the same because
Okay.
I for one that's going against my oath.
Okay.
And that's a lawsuit. That's a big lawsuit. Plus, I'm not built like that. I mean, everybody gonna get treated the same: black, white, Hispanics, female, male.
Yeah.
So it just, but the question you just asked, man, it's been I done had it happen.
So what does that look like? Bitches didn't show titties or they didn't
cleavage.
Yeah. Say I'm gonna take me on a date or
I done had. Let me see. I was about to arrest one chick. She was. I think she was high on something, and she a drug addict. She had a warrant to another department, and she was just begging me. At first, I was going to take her home because she lied to me who she was. I did some investigation to find out who she was. She had a warrant, whatever. So you got to take this ride. She just begged me not to take her to jail, and said, "I'll do anything you want me to do." She just kept saying, "I'll do anything you want me to do." But I already knew what she was trying to get at.
Yeah.
I was like, "If you just take me home, I'll do anything you want me to do."
Hell nah. That shit crazy. Because I done heard stories where policemen say, "Hey, if bitches will flash their titties and you all sorts of shit. Say, hey, I'm gonna suck your dick. Just don't give me a ticket." Or especially if it's like, I know if I get this this ticket, my license gonna get suspended or some shit like that. So it just depends. I think women try to use that.
And like all the women, like in my old apartment, because I'm from the area,
Yeah.
and they really, if I rarely write tickets. Now I got a pet peeve on when I write tickets. Like if
Mhm.
you got a revoked driver license, I mean this state law. I mean,
Okay.
it's just something I have to do.
Okay.
Suspended driver license. There can be discretion
Okay.
because I mean if they are trying in the process of trying to get their license back reinstated, and even if they got a hardship license, then I can deal with that because with a hardship license, see what a lot of people don't know is if you got a revoked driver license, suspended driver license, cancel driver license, I don't know about council. You can apply for a hardship license. Now, what that is you can only drive to work and back home, or like go get essential items, like go to Walmart, go to grocery stores.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah,
It's called a what now?
a hardship license.
Hardship
I don't
license.
know, like you had to go through the DMV. Though. You gotta apply for. It. I don't know how much it costs, but
Okay.
it's real. I say a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it.
Like if now I know who ain't trying to get their license back
Right.
reinstated, but if you, I can pick up on body language and all this stuff with a person lying to me or not.
Yeah.
But suspended driver license, I'm kind of leaning on that
Mhm.
just a little bit.
Okay.
No insurance. I mean, we all gotta have insurance on it. I gotta have insurance on my car. So
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta have insurance because you hit somebody and then they just in a fucked up situation. If you ain't got insurance on your car, now they gotta come out of pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they just well, I mean, not really, but if they got insurance, I'm sure that it would cover them. But if they don't have insurance, then you know what I'm saying, they both just screwed.
Yeah.
Uh Revoked, suspended, no driver license, and I mean no insurance, and child restraint.
Who?
Child restraint tickets.
What's
Where
travel strength?
uh you don't have your kids buckled up
Oh,
in the
okay.
car
Okay.
seat because man, I worked the red man and car overturned. None of the kids was uh in car seats, whatever.
Mhm.
And I was able to pull three of the kids out, but it was one girl. She was I think about 5, 6, 7 months old, and she died because she was just placed in there. And I'm not gonna get all into that
Yeah.
because the mom she's still dealing with it too. Just show respect for her. But ever since that night, man, if you ain't got the kid buckled up, it's just automatic ticket on my end. I
Yeah.
mean, them babies matter for real.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do you think people, the government or people really just care about kids like that?
mm, now, as far as like, okay, with the government, as far as what, like,
Like stuff we see, like the laws they pass about kids. For instance, if we've seen, let's say Columbine was like the first big
hmm
major school thing,
hmm
right? That was hell, 90s,
hmm
maybe. I don't know. It seemed like a long time. It's probably 90s, early 2000s, maybe, right? Columbine. So my thing is, why are we still having school shootings? Why is
exactly.
Uvalde still having kids? What 20, 23 people got shot?
I think 23. Yeah.
Why are we still doing that?
My
That
thing
and
is
why is that a no gun zone?
exactly. My thing is all these school shootings. I mean, you gonna have to spend some money to keep these kids protected.
And it seemed like they don't want to spend the
They
money,
don't want to
right?
spend that money because you can easily get. I'm not gonna say easily get, but you can have reinforced doors. I mean, hell, bulletproof glass. And then I mean, it's some schools. I think in my high school, I went to Lincoln. You got to get buzzed in. I think you got to get buzzed in.
Mhm.
I mean, because it's a lock on the door. I know. I think Tiger High School. I think you got to get buzzed in.
Mhm.
And well, he just walked right in, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So that's what I'm saying. So when you see stuff like that, and this has been going on. It's been, you had Sandy Hook,
Santa Hook.
you had Uvalde, you actually, I think you have a mass shooting every day, but they
It's
don't report all of them.
it seemed like when one spark up, it's a trend.
Yeah.
It's a big ass trend.
And so that's my thing. How can you say like you said, we both admit they don't seem like they want to spend the money.
Exactly.
So that means kids are expendable. Money's more important than children.
Exactly.
So kids have to not be that important.
It's just like, why in the school system should some kids have to pay to eat?
I agree. I believe if you go into school, you shouldn't have to pay anything to eat.
Exactly. I mean, you in middle school and high school, you got to get a free education. Why you got to pay to eat?
All right. All right. I agree. I agree. Um that's how I feel like we go through a lot of stuff, and I wanted to have this conversation because like I said, it needed to be a lot of stuff dispelled. People need to feel comfortable. I think, us as black people, we need to try to work with the police a little bit more. We have some crazy logic that goes on, like no snitching,
Mhm,
right?
mhm,
And then when you see like shit like the Rico cases,
mhm.
and everybody then snitched on the fucking Rico cases. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, nigga, the gang, the to be gangster is so stupid.
It's stupid, bro.
It's the stupidest shit that I be seeing. Like, nigga, be like, don't stitch, don't snitch. And then you
Like,
read,
what are you trying
it's
to prove?
all of these niggas snitching.
What are you trying to prove?
More niggas snitch than not.
Yeah,
More
exactly.
niggas snitch than not. And it's really not about snitching and not real shit. When you get locked up, it's about who snitched first.
Exactly. They're just trying to get out.
Right. So it's just crazy stuff we believe in our community. We go through like we have at my age now, most of everybody I know got kids, right?
Mhm,
And nobody is trying to go stay in the hood,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
Nobody want to go. Why is that? Because you know you don't want your child raised up in a life crime. The thing is, you want your baby to be able to ride his bike,
Mhm.
put his bike down, be able to go to the water hole to drink his water, and be able to come back and his bike still there.
Exactly.
A lot of people can't, and it's crazy that we push this same narrative on our kids.
Mhm.
Going to jail and shooting, getting killed, stabbing, no snitching. If I'm not involved, it got nothing to do with me.
Exactly.
Those things are scary to
And,
think of, and we have people that perpetuate that
and
on
I
and on.
I can't stand when a parent hits me up telling they want me to scare their child. Like, put on my uniform and go scare their child because you can't discipline.
Right. But that ain't your job.
It's not my job. My job is for them, for me to protect them, for them to come to me when they in trouble
Yeah.
or when they scared. So not run away from me.
Yeah. And so
So
that's the thing. Like they say, if you don't discipline your child at home, and some people out there in the street gonna do it.
exactly, it take a
And
village to raise.
right. It just
I mean,
depends. I don't think it necessarily take a village to raise a child. I just think it takes two people trying.
mhm,
When you putting a lot of pressure on one person, because let's be real, let's be honest. If you have kids are very difficult,
yes,
very, very difficult. They're demanding. They can be assholes at times. They don't comprehend what's going on. They still developing social cues. They still, dealing with, especially, about 3, 4, 5, 6. They're dealing with all those new emotions and
mhm,
jealousy. If you got a new toddler or a baby coming into, it's so much that go on with kids. They don't know how to register and process that.
mhm,
And we're talking about kids. We're not even talking about the adults that have problems registering all of that. Like you said, when y'all pull people over, they have mental health issues and shit that's going on that they can't even go through.
yep,
And now we raising kids, and it's easy to manipulate and scare our kids and tell them, hey, the police bad, don't snitch, don't talk to the police. But at the same time, it's like if someone in your family got killed, now you want people to tell you what happened and who killed
exactly.
you, who killed.
I was just gonna say that because they can see a shooting, see a murder happen, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, they family member, I ain't gonna worry about it. Ain't got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't snitching.
yeah,
But somebody in their family get killed, oh, they ready to tell it all now.
yeah. And that's just how it is. It's like we don't protect our own communities and stuff like that. I got a question.
Mhm.
How often do you have to go to trial for like a case or something?
Mm,
And how
let's
many have you been in?
I never really went to. Now, I done testified in juvenile court
Hmm.
3 times. But as far as like grand jury and all this stuff, I done the most I done was go to grand jury and tell my side of the story, like why I arrested this guy for this and that.
Okay.
in front of the jury. I did that once, so it's really not often. Honestly, it all depends on how you write your narrative
Oh,
in
okay.
your police report. Because if you can write a good narrative and hit all the key points,
Mm-hmm.
and say if that person want to get a lawyer, and that lawyer reads that narrative,
Mm-hmm.
like, damn, you can't win this one.
Yeah.
So I mean that pretty much how that works. Like I rarely go. 'Cause I can write some good reports. I don't get too detailed.
Yeah.
I don't put damn birds chirping and all that shit. I just
Yeah.
get to the main point. Um, I did it once for grand jury, juvenile court like 3 times because I had a good strong witness when he seen the kid kick in his door and burglarize the home.
Okay.
So
Okay. Um. Damn, I just lost what I was finna ask you. Fuck. Damn, I just had a brain for. I had a good ass question to ask you. Oh fuck. Anything? Damn. So, question:
uh,
Are y'all? This is what I was gonna ask you. Are y'all short staffed? Y'all deal with a lot of short staff. You know, people dealing with a lot of short staff as policemen.
mhm.
Y'all are.
It's a lot of people quitting and retiring
Is it
because
cool?
of what after George Floyd hit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after that situation, I'm sorry, after that George Floyd situation, it was a lot of like demolish the police and defund the
Mm-hmm.
police. I think with Detroit or maybe Chicago. Uh, it one of them departments where they had. I think it was like 2018. They had like 998 policemen, so close to a
Damn.
thousand.
Yeah.
And now, bro, they got like 54. 54 police for that city.
Damn. Yeah, I know that's too damn too not enough. Shit, 54 for a big ass city like Chicago. Hey, you
Man,
couldn't do 54 on like the west side of
you
Birmingham.
can't.
So shit, I know Chicago way bigger than Birmingham.
Because I seen the statistics on, I think it was on Facebook. Somebody had, I forgot who shared it, but they had a percentage on there, like close to 1,000 police officers for the staff. Then after that George Floyd situation, that just dropped.
Yeah, that's why I asked you earlier about the whole defund the police, and I meant to ask you that question because I know I hear a lot of policemen um saying that they are short staffed and stuff like that, but at the same time, it's scary that y'all short staffed because
It's
if you,
dangerous.
it's dangerous for y'all, but also if you short staffed and you just need to put bodies on the street,
Hmm.
it may mean you don't put the best candidates on the street,
Exactly,
which is another thing which you will get if you have bad if you just hire anyone because you need to fill those positions.
and
Then
that's a
you
big mistake.
then you get another George Floyd incident.
Yeah, it's just like after that situation. Uh, did they was it Minneapolis?
Which
That
one?
with George Floyd was it
I
that?
don't know. I don't know the exact location,
I
but it might
I,
have been Minneapolis
I think it
because I think it
was.
was around the same place that Cal. It was
Yeah,
not too far from where Cal did the shoot.
after that situation, I think they demolished the police, or they was trying to.
Yeah,
Did they demolish it?
they was trying to. Well, I think in that policeman, I think in that precinct they did,
Okay,
but not all of them.
I,
But I think they were trying to build something new because the crime had spiked so bad.
bro, in that 2 week time span, I think 6 kids had got shot. Babies got
Yeah,
killed. And I think the last one that happened was a mom and her daughter was in a drive-through at McDonald's.
yeah.
And it was a shootout, and the car got shot into, and it hit the little girl, and she died.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and,
So
and that and that's why I say you can't really scream out defund the police because or demolish a police department because you demolish the police department, then try to bring it back. Folks ain't gonna come back.
right.
I mean, you betrayed them.
All right. So like I said, it's just a lot that goes on um with policing. And I hope that our community, black people, can just build a rapport. I think police and black people, we all need to work on that. Like I said, I don't personally think that people just get a badge to just, flex their power or muscle or be assholes to people. I do think people genuinely put on the badge to protect people. And I know, like I said, we always know that's with any job or anything we do. There are policemen that probably is like, look, I need a job. I know I can do X, Y,
Mhm.
Z and pass, and I'm gonna just put this badge on and I don't give a fuck. But then I think majority of people understand, like, I don't think people just really just sign up to put their life online. Like if I know a motherfucker gonna shoot at me, it's not just something I'm just like, oh well, yeah, I would definitely want to wear a gun and a badge and niggas shoot at me and you got the whole defund the police and people are mad at me and that's I would never want. I don't think nobody.
You gotta have a passion for it.
And that's what I believe.
Yeah, you gotta have. I mean, this ain't a regular job, bro. Like my folks, I worked at Hunter for what, 8 years.
Yeah.
When I told them I was gonna quit, become a company, they were mad at me.
Why they were mad?
They say, well, just scared.
Yeah.
For my safety and all.
Yeah.
But like once I actually started doing it and started doing good in the community, they kind of opened their eyes up a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
it's a good fit for them.
Okay. Well, so what your girl say about you being a policeman? Does she like it? She nervous? What's home life of a police officer?
She'd be nervous.
Mm-hmm.
Be nervous. I mean, I try not to talk about it. Like we don't discuss it, honestly.
Okay.
Like once I'm off the clock, I try not to
talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I used to be that one to take it home with me.
Yeah.
But I don't no more.
Yeah.
For one, you drive yourself crazy as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stressful, honestly. Man, I done had my hair fell out a little bit.
So that's why you cut your locks off.
Yeah, but no, I cut my locks off before I had to cut them off. I was finna join the military. I backed out of that, and that's when I got hired on for the police department. The police department. It was just stress, man. I had to go see a dermatologist and everything, man.
So you were stressed like that?
Yeah, get some pills.
So did you have to go get some therapy yourself?
I did it myself. I went to counseling in Birmingham.
Okay.
I did it for. I did counseling after I seen that baby die in that car wreck.
It messed with you.
It messed with my head a lot, and just kept looking at the video. I had to delete the video. I had to not log into it because we can go back and look at our body cams.
Yeah.
And I kept logging into it, just replaying it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And it got to a point where I broke down crying. I need to go see some counseling.
Yeah.
I drive myself crazy.
So did the counseling help you? Do you think it helped?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you advise people it's just people in general to go to counseling?
They need to.
Yeah.
If they're gonna police, they need to go to counseling.
Yeah.
Because man, seeing dead bodies, I mean, seeing people getting shot in the head, seeing brain matter all over in the lap. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Even just like with natural death, like with elderly people. You know what I'm saying? They natural death situations. I done had to carry two elderly person at the house because they had died.
Dang.
And that situation it didn't mess with me because
it was a natural death?
Yeah, natural.
Okay.
Like they were just old,
Yeah.
a hospice patient.
Okay.
And I mean, dead bodies, just dealing with people with fucked up attitude for no reason. And that's why I tell people, man, like when you get pulled over, you get if you quit to jump out with an attitude just like that, you liable to get a ticket.
Yeah.
I mean, and it just was saying it pissing off the police. I mean, a lot of cops right too because people don't know how to just sit there and just be calm. If you be calm, man, everything will go smooth. Mm-hmm. Now, you got some cops they just fuck with people for no fucking reason. They'll target some specific location. Now I can see now if it's a high crime area, yeah, hit it hard because you're trying to.
But that wouldn't technically be fucking with it. It's just you just trying to reduce the crime, right?
But I done seen some cops just fucking with people.
Okay.
I done say not at the department I work in, but just in the other departments. Yeah. Whatever. I'm not gonna name it.
Yeah, I got you.
I would like to, but
we don't do that on here. We don't do that on here.
I ain't gonna do it. I ain't just. Yeah. I want to put that on myself. So
yeah.
But it's like we said, you gotta have a passion to do it for the right reason. Honestly.
Okay. So is there anything else you want to tell people or say that I didn't get to say about policing or anything you want to talk about before we get out of here?
Felons. A lot of felons don't know this. And I didn't know it until I changed departments. Mm-hmm. If you is a non-violent felon, like say you're a felony for writing bad checks or like I don't know about drugs, but I know like non-violent felons, you can actually still own a pistol permit.
Oh, for real?
You can own a weapon.
Okay.
All you gotta do is you gotta be a non-violent felon. You gotta go through. I guess you gotta go through a judge. The judge had to sign off on it
Okay.
because I actually got out with a guy. He was parked at the gas station for a set amount of time with him. So I got out just to check on him. He had a gun in between his lap. I like, look, just get out the car. No, so I got the gun, cleared it, put it in my car. Came back, he was a felon. Well, I was like, look, you a felon in possession of a firearm. I'm gonna have to take you in. He was like, no, you ain't got to. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, because I got a pistol permit. Like, show me. Show me a valid pistol permit. We called the county, it was Calhoun County. We called them. It was legit.
Mm.
I did not know that. That's why I said.
Well, I've been seeing I follow this guy named Derek Grace and this dude named Black Rambo. They on YouTube, they be showing and shooting guns, and Derek Grace be talking about how you could be a felon and still on a pistol and stuff like that. But it might have been only if you probably like you said, non-violent or something like that.
And I told after that situation, I told myself I need to read a little bit more because you can't. You gotta know the law to enforce it.
Yeah.
And see, with that situation, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So that what made me read a little bit more on different scenarios and different laws and stuff.
So how much like I guess the term lawyer training do y'all have to have? Like to know that, like you said, you need to read up to know the actual laws of what you was doing. How much of that do y'all actually have to have?
To my like just like the laws and
Yeah.
everything. You have to. We had to take a test in the academy. You had to, if you fail it twice, then you get kicked out. It's called the legal issues.
Okay.
You got to know not every law, just Title 13 criminal code.
Okay.
You got to know those, like murder, theft of property, some stuff like that. But because I'm in school, I enrolled in Title College studying criminal justice,
Yeah.
just to know on the lawyer's perception and everything.
Yeah.
And see how they operate and know like you got to know like judicial court, circuit court, legislative law, judicial law. I mean all that stuff. And I'm not saying you got to know it, but I want to know it.
Yeah.
It'll help me in this field honestly, because you violate somebody Fourth Amendment rights, man, they're prison time.
Yeah.
So and it's just I think it's called the color law, something like that. It's strictly for cops who violate people's Fourth Amendment rights or just do illegal shit, honestly.
Okay.
So it's just like that cop that was in Florida a couple of years ago. He was playing drugs on people.
I didn't see that.
All because he wanted to be in the narcotics division. He was every traffic stop he did, I think he planted meth on somebody.
So is it a difference being in like different fields? Like why would a police want to be in the narcotics department?
Do the fun shit. Investigate narcotics and kicking doors and shit.
That would be the fun shit of policing.
Yeah.
Oh, so like what you do?
I just patrol.
So that's not fun. I'm just saying that I'm not. If it's talking about the job,
when I say fun, it's like investigate, riding the unmarked cars, plain clothes, don't have to wear a uniform, shit like that. A lot of cops want to be in narcotics investigation division. And you got
so that's like the big meats type drug busting type shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you get big cases.
Then like right down here. I mean, you got where I work is not really. I mean, you got big cases down there, but like places like Chicago, Cali, you know what I'm saying? There's Texas.
Yeah.
That's when you're gonna get your big dope.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of cops want to be in that division because they call it the fun shit.
Yeah. So does it pay more too?
It could. It just depends on that department. If they look at it as a promotion, then you get a pay raise. Or if you just assigned to it, I don't think you get a pay raise on that.
Oh, okay, okay. Anything else you want to tell the people out there?
My Facebook. What is my Facebook? I changed it.
Oh, damn. Look it up real quick. If y'all got any policing questions, I'm gonna put it in the description too. So
my Facebook Q Cochran. My Instagram is Q Cochran, QUE Cochran. Snapchat. I ain't gonna give him Snapchat. Just Facebook and Instagram.
All right. So if y'all need any policing questions, you can hit man up. That's what I call him, man. That's what I known him by when he used to get drunk and do flips in the when he used to get drunk and do flips and Gaston and shit like that.
Then y'all had to carry me out the ditch. What happened that we snuck over to the girls' room.
Hey, that was a funny night.
Yeah,
but we ain't gonna talk about. I'm married now. We ain't gonna talk about none of the Gaston shit. That shit was wild.
Hey, guess who my neighbor, bro? We'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it.
Hell. This nigga about to tell it all.
Nah, she cool. Brittany.
Stevens?
Yeah, she my neighbor.
Hell. I'm pretty sure she gonna see the shit. What's she doing? I can't. I'm gonna ask some questions about her, but y'all, this the New Normal podcast. Like I said, if y'all over there on YouTube, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and especially subscribe. In the comment section, y'all give us topics to talk about. You over there on Facebook, make sure y'all share the video, give us some likes, comment.